Okay, let's get started. Yeah, my name is Hariharan. Hi, can see me, right? My name is Hariharan. Yeah, we'll talk about more in the introduction section. Yeah, I would like to introduce the Bharat Semiconductor Society, right? So we just formed this society last year. We're hardly 1 year old, and this is a non-profit organization registered under Tamil Nadu Societies Act. Okay, so we don't make profit. This is not our business. We want to serve the nation. Okay? So that's what it's called Bharat Semiconductor Society. Right? So we are a non-profit organization. We are a group of people from industry, and we have a lot of goals. Let me publish. One second. Your website. Right. So hope you can see the screen. So it was formed in 2002. We are a professional body with emphasis on silicon design, foundry, packaging, board design, embedded systems, everything end to end, right? We do silicon design. So this is a society, we do embedded for firmware, electronic manufacturing, test and packaging, board design, electronic product designs, foundry services, everything end to end, right? Anything related to the chip, we are there, right? So currently our focus is on the academic side, but we also want to help the people on the industry to encourage entrepreneurship, startups, to help each other, because some of the tools may be expensive. Then we want to provide some means and support because this is an expensive domain, right? Making a chip is expensive. So we want to help people in the industry also, but we want to start with the people on the academic side. So we feel there is more help needed for the people on the academic side. So we want to start with them. So that's why. So we have seen like we are doing a series of webinars. Last year we did some events. Last summer we did a series of workshops. Right? We did a workshops on design, verification, FPGA, physical design. But unfortunately, we didn't plan properly. We spent a lot of time, 6 to 8 months we spent, but it was not well received for whatever reason. We did, we did for very cheap. We did a 3 months course, 3 months or 8 weeks, 10 weeks course for 500 rupees and things like that. We did for very cheap price, but for whatever reason, we didn't polish it properly or didn't have any attention. So we tried few things and then we thought we should do things differently. That's why we started our webinar series. Just 1 second. Just 1 second, please hold on. Just one. So okay. So that's why we are running a webinar series for last 1 month. And we are kicking off this effort under the name of legendary Dr. Abdul Kalam. Right? So basically Dr. Abdul Kalam's vision was to help the rural kids. Let's compare to the previous slide. So he believed in okay. So it's basically he believes in rural areas and he believes in people to help because there is the poverty lines or the below economic lines, whatever we call, right? So this inequality, right? It's not fair because he says it has to be human development has to be proper across the country in rural areas, urban areas, irrespective of the economic thing the people have to develop. So the inequality is the main reason for the violence which is spreading in some part of the world. Right? So that is what Dr. Abdul Kalam believes, and we all know about Dr. Abdul Kalam, right? Isn't it? So we all know about Dr. Abdul Kalam, correct? All of you know about Abdul Kalam? Can you raise thumbs up sign? Okay, one hand, one person raise hand. Rakshit, can you please check how many raised hands? And if it doesn't raise hand, let me know. We'll explain about Dr. Kalam. Hello, Sampath. Welcome.
We just have 2 hands raised as of now.
Yeah, okay. So Rakshit, you want to introduce about Dr. Kalam? Why did you have the privilege of introducing Dr. Kalam to everyone? Rakshit?
Yes, sir.
Can you please introduce about Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam to our students?
Yeah, so Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam was our former president of India. Like if we like very few people know the full name, like full form of APJ. So very few people know about it. I remember it. So it is like Avul Pakir and something Janu Abdul Kalam. I forget something for the J, but I believe his name was a little bit difficult, and he was our 11th president of India. Also, he was like talking about his what do we say, his achievements or interests. He was a great person who was like uh, who had experience in physics and aerospace. So that's very brief about him.
The important points, I think, Rakshit, you have to mention. Sampath, Sampath, are you there? Okay, so let me continue. I think Sampath may not be there, right? So he is from a fisherman family. It is from very poor family. So you know how the condition of fishermen, right? Thank God we are not from the families. He's from a southern end of Tamil Nadu, place called Rameshwaram. Okay, the southern tip of towards Sri Lanka. It's almost close to Sri Lanka. Just cross for 1 hour, you'll reach Sri Lanka. The southern end of India is from that place. He's from a fisherman family. He's last of the, I don't know how many brothers and sisters he had. He's the last in that family, he's the youngest in that family. And his greatest inspiration are his teachers, supported him when he was in school, right? So you can read a book called Wings of Fire. So how many of you heard the name of Wings of Fire? Have Vaidyanathan with me? So have you heard about Wings of Fire? No. Okay. So how many of you know about Wings of Fire? Please raise your hand. Two people raise the hand. Okay. Three people raised. Very good. Four people raised. Okay. So can any one of you tell briefly about Wings of Fire? Has anyone read the book? Rakshit, how about you? Have you read the book?
I have heard the name of the book, but I don't like. I haven't read the book
Yeah,
yet.
I have a copy of the book at home, but I have not read it. That I'm also speaking the truth. I most probably have a copy of the book. You have Ishwar. My son also doesn't know. I believe you have a copy of the book at home. Let me dig it up. Probably I'll give it up and give it to Vajanathan first. Let him read it. He's sitting next to me. I'll dig it up. Right? I'll have my son go dig it up. So we will check it up. Okay. So yeah, we'll find out. Yeah. Otherwise, we'll see how the copies can be sent across to you. Right? I think you must read that book. It's very important book. We'll see what can be done. Right? Yeah, we'll look for it. Okay. And he came from very that kind of a background. He became a scientist as like our good friend Rakshit told. He became a scientist in ISRO. He's launched many satellites. Right? He's been the brain behind the. He's a satellite man and missile man. You can call him. Right? He has a nickname called Missile Man. We all know what is a missile, right? Can you give me any name for missile? We have launched so many missiles. Can you one of you tell any name for a missile? What
BrahMos,
BrahMos, very good.
Agni.
Agni, very good, excellent. Any other students? Harika, Sonia, I'm randomly calling some name. Anyone else? Okay. Yeah, I think we told you, missile is basically the short range missiles and long range missiles. It takes a lot of effort to build it and test it, very expensive. And Abdul Kalam, like mastered that particular thing, right? I should say Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, sir, right? I think we can say at least Dr. Kalam, we have to say. Let's not say his name, giving due respect to him. So he was the first citizen of the country, and he loved to interact with the students. His passion is teaching and training, to interact with young minds. He had something called Vision 2020, right? Many years before, he wrote a document called Vision 2020. So you imagine how India will be in 2020. We are 3 years ahead of that. And personally, I don't know about the vision. Abudan, do you know about Vision 2020, his plans for India?
Yeah, he had a clear vision for defining what is development across the board as such, and towards which he actually ensured that he spent his time in talking to people. His entire basic thing is not about reaching a particular point, but everybody asking enough questions and being able to go towards that common goal as such.
Very good. Thanks, Amudan. By the way, let me like to introduce Amudan. He's one of the key person behind the Bharat Semiconductor Society. He's leading all of us. So he's one of the best brains in India on the chip designs. We are happy to have him along with us. Right? I'll not comment about which organization he works because to respect his privacy. He is leading the team of the Bharat Semiconductors. So and he has a lot of he has 3 decades of experience on the industry on a same company. Will you believe? He has worked for only one company in the last 3 decades. He joined as a trainee engineer in a company and he still is working as in a big position in that company. So can you imagine that? So let's all give thumbs up to Samudan.
Very simply, nobody gave me a job later on. Message.
Nice job, Amudan. Yeah. Okay. So, Amudan, can you briefly introduce about the society to the students, our friends here?
Yeah. So primarily, been in the industry for so long, one problem that we had actually worked across in most places has been that there is a gap between what the industry is expecting from a student and what the academy or the college is actually able to train the students as such. And toward this, there's been a continuous question on, okay, fine, who's going to take that responsibility of training them enough for getting them working across? And as part of my own job, I actually had been part of the campus recruitments over the years as such. And one thing that we realized is this is not going to be a question of who's going to do it. Somebody has to start it. And that's when Sampath brought us all together to say, okay, fine, we should actually start thinking about doing it from our side rather than waiting for somebody else to help us move into this. So we started the society last year as such formally, but the primary idea is to basically identify what are the gaps in the curriculum between what the college has and what the industry needs. The ultimate goal for us is to basically see that a student who comes out of college is able to start working on day one in the industry as such. And that is where we would see we have actually reached a point where whatever our goals were to be accomplished as such. So we have started out working with few colleges to initially start looking at how their syllabus can be updated, as well as trying to come out with curriculums which are relevant from what the industry needs. And we are working from our end in this. It's a long journey for us. It's not going to be over in the next couple of months or couple of years. It's something which is much more longer than that. And I think we will be able to achieve this with all of your support as such.
Thanks, Samudan. Another one question to you. What does the lead to speed mean? In blue color we have here, right?
Okay, so we basically are pretty simply saying, don't even talk about who's going to do it. You have to do it yourself. So that is where you are expected to lead it to be able to increase the speed at which we have to converge towards our final goal as such. If we think somebody else is going to sit down and do it for us, it's not going to help us as such. It's not going to happen. So that's where we said, like, we will need to be, the focus should basically be to for us to be able to move forward rather than expecting us somebody else will lead us the path as such.
So very good. So thanks for the lead, Amudan. So we want all of you to become leads, like Dr. Kalam envisioned, right? You are the future citizens of India, future leads of India, young brains of India. You're going to lead the nation next 1 decade to 2 decades, right? So we want you to be confident, be proud that you are Indian. We call Republic of India, right? Every citizen is a king of India, of the nation. So be proud of it. Because we all have the voting rights, right? Is there anybody above below 18 years of age here? This meeting? Please raise a hand if you're below 18 years. And all of you have voter ID, Aadhaar card and voter ID. Please do a thumbs up. Yeah, please, if you don't have an Aadhaar card or a voter ID, please do apply. The general elections will come in the next 2 years or a year. So we should exercise our voting rights, right? Don't sit at home and see a cricket match or watch a movie on your OTT or with your friends. No, don't do that. You must go out and vote on that day to whatever you think, right? But it's not about politics here, but you must exercise your rights. Extremely important, right? You must do it. So as soon as you get up, whenever the polling station opens up, please go and exercise your vote to who you think is the right. It's your choice. Don't get influenced by people, right? Be brave. We are the kingmakers, right? We are Republic of India, right? So I'll also, when we talk about the Republic of India, I also want to say one thing. People in the academic side, call the people as sir, right? It is you call your faculties, your teachers as sir, the school and colleges, correct? Am I right? Yeah, so don't use the word sir. Sir means slave, I remain, right? When the Britishers were there, we had the practice, right? We were ruled by kings and queens. So India was a slavery to the British government at the time till 1947. So when did we get the independence? Any one of you, the meeting, the students? Any other student online?
One of the student is responding in chat.
Yeah. What date? What did he say? He or she say?
1947, 15th of August. It
Very
is
good.
Sonia.
Okay, very good, Sonia. So when did we get republic? When India became republic? Please type on the chat. Rakshit will help you to read it out.
Harika and Mamta has responded 26 January 1950.
Very good. So what
Ashwini
is
also responded.
what is the difference between independence and republic? Anyone knows? Please raise your hand. Vajnathan, do you know what is independence and republic? I have one student sitting next to me, so I'll translate it to whatever he says. I'll repeat it. Okay, no problem. Yeah. So anyone has Mamta raise the hand. Mamta, you want to speak? You can unmute yourself, you can talk or you can chat. Whatever you are comfortable. Yeah, Mamta.
We got freedom from the Britishers on Independence Day, that is the independence, sir.
Yeah.
And Republic, we got our own constitution.
Very good, excellent. And who wrote the Constitution of India?
B.R. Ambedkar.
Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. Yeah. He wrote the law, and that's what we still follow, and the Parliament keeps amending it, basically, right? Yes. Very good. Thank you so much. I'm so happy. Let's move to the next slide. Okay, there's some fun time. So I want all of you have to, take your time and answer the questions. The construction worker fell off a 100-foot ladder, but he didn't die. There's a ladder. You know what is a ladder, right? There's a big ladder. It's a size 100 foot tall, but he fell down, but he didn't die. How is that possible? Any answers, Rakshit, in the chat window?
Not yet. We have replies for difference between that freedom and republic.
Let's give some 10-15 seconds.
Am I audible? So
Yeah.
So it is like 100-foot ladder, but you didn't mention where the man was standing. Actually, he might be standing at the rear end of the ladder.
Yeah, absolutely right. You are right. Thanks, Sonia. This is called lateral thinking, right? We'll try, and if you guys like it, we'll do that in every class. Whenever we meet, ask you some fun. You have to think differently, right? Out of the box thinking, what we call this creativity. So that skill you have to develop, right? It should be hidden inside somewhere. You should think differently. I think when I was doing the training for first time 3 years before, I think Ishwar knows. I think I've asked a lot of questions to Ishwar and his friends. So it's a lot of fun. You have to think differently, right? The lateral thinking, what we call. You have to develop that skills. Very good, Sonia. Keep it up. I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
What never asked questions, but is often answered? There is some particular item which is never asked questions, but it is answered, often answered.
May I give a try, sir?
No, let's wait.
Hari.
Yeah, let's wait. Let's wait. Let's wait for the students. Our dear students, more important.
Is it phone call?
Very good. Who is that again?
Sonia.
Very good. Okay, so why do you say it's a phone call? How do you explain that?
So because we always answer it, but if we pick it up, it's called answering the call.
Very good. Very good. Excellent, Sonia. Very good. Okay. I have a ring, but no hands. I used to be plugged in into a wall. Now I follow you everywhere. What am I? The third question. What do you see here, right?
Again, a smartphone or a mobile phone.
Why do you think it is so?
So it has a ring. When we call, it gives a ring. And at the earlier days, it used to be like connected to the wires, but now
okay.
It's
Actually,
like
answer to the second question is phone also is correct, but it's what I had is a doorbell. Phone also is correct, right? Both are right, right?
Yes.
And this is definitely a phone. You have no hands, but it has a ring. It's plugged onto the wall, but now because it used to be a landline, what we called before, right? 10 years before, it was called landline. Have you seen a phone with a dial? You have to dial with your finger. Old movies you would have seen, right? More Hindi movies or any regional movies you would have seen, right? It's been in black color. You have to dial with your finger, right? Now you cannot, maybe museum also cannot see, maybe, right? Dr. Alexander Graham Bell invented that, right? Okay, very good, very good. Thank you, guys. Okay, self-introduction. So we'll spend 2 minutes. I asked you to prepare for 2 minutes. Hope you all prepared. I'll tell about myself in 2 minutes. So, Rakshit, can you keep a timer? So we'll spend exactly 2 minutes with each of us.
Sure. Let me use this phone timer.
Yeah, please. Yeah, we have time is essence, right? I have another meeting coming up 3 and we have to finish in 30 minutes. Everyone has just gets 2 minutes or less than 2 minutes. In 1 minute, I'll try and introduce myself. Okay, so let me start. So I enjoy talking to kids, just like how Dr. Kalam did. My passion is to talk to kids and empowering them, right? So I have interviewed students throughout when I was in industry. I was interviewed students throughout the country in Tier 1 colleges, IITs, BITS Pilani, whatever Tier 1 colleges, what you call them. I dream of the people I've interviewed, and I was not happy. That's why I quit my lucrative industry career and to help make a difference in people's life, right? And to help the industry and bridge the gap between academic and the industry, right? We call KBC, Knowledge Beyond Campus. What is KBC? There's a television show called KBC. What is KBC? Any one of you? Rakshit, what is KBC? You must be knowing, right?
Are you referring to that Indian show Kaun Banega Crorepati?
Bilkul. Right. So it's called Knowledge Beyond Campus. Okay. Whatever you don't get taught in campus typically, but we teach you that. Okay. We train you. There's a difference between teaching and training. We'll talk in subsequent classes. So teaching and training is different. Knowledge and skill, there's a difference, right? So we'll talk later. My time is out now, right? So next.
Sir, I mean, Hariji, we still have 40 seconds.
Then it's okay. Let's go to the next person.
Sure.
How about you, Rakshit?
I am finally a student as of now, and currently my internship is going on at Gurgaon, which is Expert Lansing. It is my organization's name, and I am a patent research analyst with major interests in VLSI and like all this stuff. And talking about about my engineering, so I started with my electronics engineering. I had lots of friends who were like falling beyond this computer science and all IT domains. But at that instant, I just predicted the recession, kind of predicted the recession. Like I just noticed that students from civil, mechanical, and like every possible branch are trying and pursuing in this, what do we say, programming, development, coding, and all this. So I just noticed and found that electronics is a good choice for me. So I'm pursuing the same as of now. So
Very good, Rakshit. That's excellent. So proud
yeah,
of you.
so I just suggest students in this meeting to
Yeah, one by one.
pursue and find something new
Very
and do
good.
something unique. Yeah.
Excellent. So you have to stand. Excellent point, Rakshit. There are so many graduates are happening every year. How many thousands or how many millions? I have no idea. We have to find out from our AACD website. There's so many electronic engineers produced, and so you have to be different, right? You know how diamond is also stone. But diamond stands out very different from the stones, right? I should tell my students, we walk on the road, do you pick up a stone? You don't pick up. But if you find a diamond, you pick up and see, just look around your other around you, nobody is there, put in your pocket on a purse, right? All of us do that, right? There's nothing to be ashamed about. If we do it, good or bad, we do that, right? So you have to be a diamond among the stones. That's a good point, Rakshan. So let's ask Alekhya. Alekhya, your time starts now.
Good afternoon, sir. My name
No,
is
sir.
Alekhya.
Hari.
Okay, sir. Good afternoon, Hari. First of all, thank you for giving me this opportunity to introduce myself. My name is Alekhya, and I'm from Eluru, Andhra Pradesh. I'm studying first year ECE in Sri Vishnu Engineering College. And I belong to a nuclear family. My father is an auto driver, and my mother is a housewife. I have an younger sister studying 9th class. My strengths are I'm hardworking and self-motivating person, and I have a great communication skills. My dream is to get a job in a VLSA domain, and I am working on it. I have to say big thanks to Bharat Semicon industry because it's fortunate. I am fortunate to came across this program about skill development in chip design, and I'll make sure that I'll make profit out of this program so that I can build my career in VLSI. And coming to my hobbies are listening music and reading books related to new things, new technologies. Lastly, I can say that I'm an enthusiastic person to learn new things. Uh, I think I'll fit for this program to be in this program. I think that's all about me.
Thank you, Alex.
Thank
So
you.
nice of you. Welcome aboard. We're so happy to have you among us. And you speak very
Thank
good
you.
English. We speak very good English. Even I don't speak English like that. Like you. I'm so proud of you.
It's a privilege for me to be part of this program, sir. Thank you for making me inside
Students,
this program.
don't worry. If you don't know English, don't worry. We will teach you English. Be proud of your mother tongue. Whatever is the mother tongue, be proud of it, right? Can talk in your local language, Hindi, Kannada, Telugu, whatever, Marathi, whatever, right? Please talk. We'll try and get help for you. If you don't know language, I'll get somebody to translate and work with you, right? Don't worry. If you don't know English, English is not our mother tongue. It's a foreign language, right? Just come for communicate. If you don't speak good English, no problem. We'll help you, right? Don't feel bad about it. Okay, let's go to Guru Mohan. Guru Mohan, are you ready? Let's go to next person, Harika.
Good evening, Hariji. Hello.
Go ahead, we can hear you. Please speak.
Good evening, sir. Myself, Harika. I'm from Avanigedda, Andhra Pradesh. I am currently pursuing BTech second year in Vishnu Institute of Technology, Bhimavaram. My father name is Srinivasrav and he is not alive. My mother name is Lakshmi. She is a housewife. I having two siblings. My younger brother is Neeraj Ram. He is currently pursuing his intermediate in Sri Chaitanya Junior College. My elder sister is Jayashree. She is currently pursuing her
So you are on mute.
my short time goal is in semesters, and my long time goal is to get good placement and to get to know more things about my stream.
Very good, Harika.
Thank you,
Thank you. Thank you. Guru Mohan, are you ready?
Yes, sir. My name is good afternoon to all. My name is Guru Mohan. I am from Jammalamadugu, from Andhra Pradesh. My father name is Kumar Guru Swami. He is a farmer, a housewife. I am studying third year BTech in NBKR Institute of Science and Technology, which is located in Tirupati. One of my uncle is worked in Qualcomm Technologies as a physical design engineer. He has guided me to survey how to survive in VLSI domain and how to get VLSI jobs in and try. He had tell about this training also, this training program also. My short-term goal is to survive in VLSI domain and my long-term goal is whenever my age is up to 45, I want to work as a farmer. Nowadays, everyone wants to become a doctor, a engineer, a lawyer. No one wants to become a farmer. Farmer is the only one he gives food. I want to continue my father's.
Guys, please give a big hand. Thank you so much, Guru Mohan. You inspired me. My day is made.
I want to continue my father's work and inspiring people to work as a farmer after he has reached some goals in his life or her life. Thank you, sir.
Very good, Guru Mohan. We want more people like that in India. Dr. Abdul Kalam will be very proud of you. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. Next, Mamta.
Good afternoon, sir, and good afternoon, everyone.
No, sir, please just call me Hari or Hariji or whatever you like.
Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. I am Mamata, pursuing BTech in Electronics and Communication Engineering from G. Narayanamma Institute of Technology and Science, located in Hyderabad. We are a family of five. We are a family of five, and I have two elder sisters. And I came to know about this program through my sister, and I'm very fortunate to be a part of it. And thanks to all of you. Before joining the EC, I was not sure, and I'm confused whether I have chosen the right stream or not. But once I got into this, and after joining the EC, I came to know the importance of the EC electronics and this VLSI, all these things. And now I'm very much interested in it. And thank you, everyone.
Okay. Next. What's up? Monica.
Yes, sir. Good afternoon, Rakshit sir, and good afternoon, Hari. And myself, Monica Prasanna. I'm from Rajiv Gandhi University of Knowledge Technologies, and it was located in the Srikakulam. It was a residential college. The students who got 10 by 10 in the standard of 10th, they got placed in this institution. And coming to my family background, we are four. And my father was a carpenter and my mother was a Anganwadi helper. And I have one younger sister. She is studying diploma third year in the stream of EC only. Actually, we both are passionate about the digital electronics. And we are very fortunate to be a part of Bharat Semicon. And actually, I need to share my opinion regarding this Bharat Semicon was Hari sir and Rakshit sir, you are communicating with us very freely. We are very fortunate to be like both of us. Thank you so much.
Okay. Next, who wants to speak?
Just to mention, I am also a student like you people. I might be just senior of 1 or 2 years, so please don't call me sir.
No, you should just call everyone by first name. Okay. They're respectfully from the heart. That's what we want. That's our Indian culture, right? Okay. Unfortunately, due to invasion from Mughals and British, our culture Indian culture and tradition got changed. That's okay. Let's try to revive. Okay. Ashwini?
Yes, sir. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Ashwini Kirti. I am pursuing BTech third year in Electronics Communication Engineer in RJKT Srikakulam. I came from a middle class family. We have 5 members in our family. My father is a mechanic and mother is a housewife. I have siblings. They are also pursuing their education. And coming to my hobbies, I in my free time I usually tell stories and write stories. I'm very interested in it, and I'm also painting drawings in my free time. I was born and brought up in a village where there is no such facilities, but luckily we have school, which is very important to every children. A school in a village, and coming to my EC journey, at first I don't know what is EC, everything, and how I pursue my education. But at one of our faculty teaches us digital electronics, like APJ Abdul Kalam sir said that one of had his teacher teaches him how birds flies. Like that, I learned digital electronics from a very well teacher. I get inspired from that, and I decided my stream. I pursue my career in VLSI domain. So I just believe one thing: nothing can be impossible until we done hard work. So I'm a hard worker and enthusiastic in everything, and I'm an analytic thinker also. So this is what I am. Thank you so much for this opportunity, and thank you, Bharat Semiconductor, for initiating such a wonderful initiation. Thank you so much.
Okay. So who wants to talk, Mr. Vaidyanathan?
Namaste all, my name is Vaidyanathan and I am from Chennai. I am pursuing BSc Electronics and Communication in ANGM College, Chennai. And I am a hardworking person and I am a little slow learner. My mother is a homemaker and my father died when I am studying 10th. And I done my 12th on NAOS, National Institute of Open Schooling. And my brother studied the ECE, who is a student of Career G. I love electronics because I want to know how the chip is working, how the processors are working. So I selected the VLSI. And thank you for Bharat Semiconductor for giving this great opportunity in your prestigious community. Thank you.
Okay. Niharika?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you want to say
Can
something?
I audible, sir?
Yeah, you can hear you. Yeah.
Good afternoon, everyone. This is Niharika Parvatani, and I'm studying BTech first year in Sri Vishnu Engineering College for Women, Bhimavaram. And firstly, I would like to thankful to all you members and Bharat Semiconductor for giving me this wonderful opportunity. And now I would like to talk about diodes, PN junction diode. Firstly, a diode is a two-terminal semiconductor device that allows current flow through in one direction only. The one end is highly resistive and the another end of the terminal is low resistive. A diode can be constructed by combining both p-type and n-type semiconductor material. And in between the p-type and n-type material, a region is formed due to the process of diffusion, and this region is known as depletion region. Once the depletion region is formed, PN junction diode acts as a highly resistive material. Working of a PN junction diode. Firstly, before knowing the working of a PN junction diode, first we have to know what is forward bias and what is reverse bias. Forward bias is Forward bias is nothing but connecting a p-type material to the positive terminal of the external source and n-type material to the negative terminal. In forward bias, the width of the depletion layer is decreases. In forward bias, p-n junction diode acts like a on-state switch, where the conductivity of a diode can be started after the after the diode reaches the cut-in voltages. The cut-in voltage for the silicon diode is 0.7 volts and for germanium diode is 0.3 volts. Whereas in reverse bias, p-type material is connected to the negative and n-type material is connected to the positive. Here the width of the depletion layer is increases, and here the p-n junction diode acts like an off-state switch. Here the reverse saturation current flows through the diode. Applications of a diode, switch, rectifier, etc. Thank you for giving me this opportunity.
Very good. Excellent, Niharika. Big
Thank you,
hands
sir.
up to you. Very good. Very good. I have not heard a good talking of P and diode. Like I'm hearing. That's you should
Thank
never
you so
forget
much.
this concept. Always remember that. Right? Don't forget. At the end of your fourth year, you should always remember these concepts. Okay.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you.
Monica, have you introduced yourself? Monica,
Yes, sir.
you're done. Okay. You're done with everyone has introduced. Anyone is left over?
Yes, sir, it's me.
Yeah, please go ahead. Yeah.
So very good afternoon, everyone. Hello, Hari. So I'm Sonia Anvekar. I'm from Belgavi, Karnataka, and this is my third year of my BE engineering. So the moment when Hari said, talk about the topic which you are interested in, the one topic which comes into my mind is always astronomy. I've already had a talk with Hari about this, like how I'm passionate about astronomy. And that is one of the reasons why I have chosen this EC field. And it's such like very good coincidence that this society follows the principles of APJ Abdul Kalam, who was one of the renowned persons behind the first satellite launch of ISRO. And other than that, I'm very thankful to this platform, and they're providing a very important course on VLSI, which might help all of us in order to understand what we are actually interested in. And apart from that, I'm a student who really likes to public speaking, and I paint, and sometimes I do like reading books. I guess most of the people, the students here, are from their first year. I'd like you all, I'd like to give you all an advice that please work on your communication, because that's one thing which might help you everywhere. And thank you so much.
Very good points. Communication is key, but it can be your mother tongue also. Don't worry about English. Speak in
Yes.
Telugu, Kannada, Hindi, whatever it is, that's fine. You have to communicate. Other person has to understand. That's all, right? So English is just a language which all of us know. That's all. Doesn't mean you have to talk only in English. You can talk in Hindi, Telugu, Kannada, whatever languages you know, right? We'll try and manage, right? That's okay. If you don't know anything, just use your hand gestures and talk. You would have heard a name about dumb charades, basically, right? Hope all of you know what is called dumb charades, where you have to guess the other
Exactly.
people's person. Yeah, so that's
Yes.
also communication. Right? So you have to just communicate their gestures. It's okay. Hope all of us are introduced. I think some students have some issue with connecting, but it's okay. We'll talk to them offline. So let's go ahead. If everyone has spoken, we are suddenly running behind time. Okay. The important thing, right? So do you all know who is Steve Jobs? Sonia, do you know who's
Yes.
Steve Jobs?
Yes,
Who
the
is he?
founder of Apple.
Very good. Okay. So what he's saying here is, you can all read it. I'll not read it myself. So we're here for a reason. We have to make a difference. One of you told, right? I think Rakshit or someone told in the beginning. So we have to make a difference. We have to be different from others. We are here to put a dent in the universe. That is why we need to be existing, right? We have to be different from others. Extremely important, right? So how many of you have heard about iPhone? Just do thumbs up or some signals. You know what is iPhone? So why is iPhone different from other phones? How is iPhone different from a Samsung phone or a Redmi phone or a Vivo phones or whatever, actually, right?
Operating system, sir.
Operating system, very good answer. Okay.
Sir, in iPhone, the hacking was not possible other than the other phones. There is a futures regarding hacking. It's very highly impossible to hack that phone as compared to other.
Do you know why it is not possible, highly impossible to hack? Very good answer, but you know why it is so?
Sir, it has high security.
Okay. But other phones also has high security, right? Samsung phones or Google OnePlus, they also have high security. Every phone is secure. It's a high security compared to relative figure. I give it to you, but what is unique about Apple compared to other phones? Why is it so expensive? Apple is very expensive, right?
Other phones are
Can I
using Android operating system, and only iPhone is using Linux or Unix operating system.
Right, up to some
Sir,
extent. Partially wrong,
when it
partially right.
so actually when it comes to the manufacturing of the parts, Android smartphones have different manufacturers, but when it comes to Apple, it is only one company which manufactures all the parts of it. So I guess
Excellent. Yeah, is that Sonia who said that?
yes, it's me,
Very
Sonia.
good. Yeah, so it's unique because they make their own software, they make their own hardware, and they sell it basically, right? They may fabricate it elsewhere, but they design everything. They design everything, right? They don't use a common. They develop the operating system from scratch. They develop the hardware from scratch. Right? They design chip. They design their board. Then they put it in a case and they do testing, validation. They do everything from the scratch, end to end. So that's why it is secured. That's why it's highly priced. Quality is very important, right? Quality is extremely important. Quality is the bottom word in industry. Quality is extremely important, right? So price is also important, but quality comes ahead of anything. It's very important. Let's say you go to buy a dress from a shop. If there's something is torn, some small hole is there, your dress, pant or shirt or a sari, whatever it is, right? So you buy, there's a small hole. It's giving at 50% discount. You buy? You won't buy, right? So quality is extremely important because of it. That's why iPhone is, they have a premium because of that, right? And not all of us can afford iPhone, right? So I bought 2 iPhones last year and they put a dent in my pocket. I have 2 kids and of your age, and I had to buy for a valid reason. I didn't spend just like that. That's the reason I had to buy. So it put a dent in my pocket. So I took a deliberate decision, but I had to do, so I did that. Okay, but there is a reason for doing that, right? Okay, so very good. So Steve Jobs is one of the interesting personalities. So we'll keep saying his quotes. See quotes from Steve Jobs or Dr. Kalamji or something. We keep saying some of the famous personalities. How we can take some inspiration from that. Okay, so you have to be different. Messages, you have to be different from others. You have to think differently, right? That's extremely important. And don't shy away, right? Your idea you think is stupid, but no idea is stupid, right? Idea is an idea, right? And look at Einstein, how he got his theories, and you can go back and read your search Google and find out how the inventions happen, how the discoveries happen, right? Maybe when mangoes fell from a tree top, that's why the gravity force was apple fall fell down like not mango, right? That's why you got a force of gravity. Gravity was discovered, right? And somebody was the bathtub and he said Eureka, like I don't know who's that, right? I forgot. Yeah, I forgot the scientist name. So your invention has to happen, and you have to come from no idea is stupid. So please feel to ask questions. Okay. So what do we expect, right? So as a Bharat Semicon Society, what do you expect from the students? So please take notes. I'm going to send you slides to the classroom, right? So this is extremely important. I want you to follow this throughout this course and beyond. They are like more like mantras, or what you call the thing you have to remember, right? You have to follow in your life. You are studying, you are working, you are a farmer, or you are Indian. We are all Indian, right? You have to be proud of that. So put the nation above everything. Nation comes first. Extremely important. And don't lie, don't cheat, right? We have Sanatana Dharma, right? And we're not going to that. There's something called Sanatana Dharma. We have to be proud of that, right? Our Hinduism, what do you call it? There's nothing but Sanatana Dharma, right? People, let's not, again, I don't want to diverge from the topic. So our Indian culture, let's talk Indian culture, right? Irrespective of the religion, caste, or creed. You say it teaches us don't lie, don't cheat. Extremely important, right? You don't know, say you don't know, it's okay. I also don't know many things. I accept, right? So you have to accept. Still, I'm yet to master the chip designs. I've spent 30 years in industry. I'm still learning. right? So learning is never ending. So don't lie, don't cheat, and be polite to others. Be kind, even if you have enemies, be kind to them. Right? Don't be harsh. Right? So it's extremely important. Be polite because believe in God. God lives in every single human being, every living being, or a non-living being also. Right? So be kind to everyone. Right? So discipline and punctuality is very important. Right? When coming to the class, if you have network issues, fine, to tell us. Post in the group itself. Right? We will have one of our admin to help us. So today he's not there. He's on vacation. We had a family New Year day. That's 2 days before, so people are traveling. So whenever we need, next time we will have somebody to help you. If you're not able to jog in Google or some issues, we'll have one of our administrative person will help you, right? We'll take care. Somebody will help you, but you please post in the group itself. Send me a message to me. I may not be able to see it because I'm in the meeting, right? So discipline and punctuality is very important. If you're not able to attend the class, let us know it upfront. But come on time. Anything you do, not just the class, whatever you do, you have to follow discipline, punctuality. Right? For getting up early in the morning is a very good habit. Get up at 6 a.m. in the morning, go early to bed. Scientifically, it's going to be healthy. Whatever you do in the morning, you remember for a lot. You can get up at 5 o'clock and study something or do exercises, do whatever activity you would like to do. So that remains in your head forever. Right? I used to, when I was studying in college, I used to get up at 4:30 and study in school and college. I used to get up early and study. Right? That your memory it's very powerful, it's very sharp in early morning. So whatever you do, that gives like good memory, your memory like registers because there is no noise, there is no disturbance, everything is calm, right? And you have to sleep, you have to fall asleep before 11 p.m. You should be having a sound sleep because there are a lot of hormone secretion which happens. Scientifically, it's proven. You should be in sound sleep by 11 p.m. That means you have to sleep by latest by 10:30. Assuming that you take half an hour to get a sound sleep, by 11 p.m. you should be in sound sleep. Irrespective of whatever it is, you have to be sleeping well. So 6 hours of sleep is minimum needed for you to be fresh the next day, right? So 11 o'clock to 6 a.m. at least wake up by 6 a.m. That's good. You have to wake up before the sunrise. That's our Indian culture, right? And do whatever activity like fitness, walking, jogging, or cooking, whatever you like, you do it. Right? Painting, someone says it's painting, right? Singing, whatever you like to do, you do that, right? You want to pray, you pray. You want to study, you study. You want to help your father in farming, please help him. Early morning is very good, right? And be confident. So this is one thing I've seen found lacking in the students. I'm a visiting faculty in one of the popular colleges. Faculty, I've seen people lack confidence, right? How many of you know about Harvard, MIT, Stanford, those kind of university names? So they're students that also have the same students as us. They have the same brains. Why are they successful? Why we are not successful? Just because of confidence. And people are able to mentor, right? Our job is to ignite the passion in you, not to teach. There are so many things to learn. There are so many materials on YouTube, textbooks, Google. So many materials are available for you to learn, right? But if you want to just ignite your passion, like how do you light a lamp, right? When you light a lamp, you just bring that thread to that light lamp. You just bring it in front of that lamp, actually, right? So that it goes properly, right? So you have to just ignite that, right? So that's my job. So be confident, right? So that you have to be proud of yourself. That is coming within yourself. Be confident, right? If you have any problem, anytime, any issues, personal issues or professional issues, reach out to us, right? Myself or Mr. Amudan or Mr. Sampath. So we have our names. I think we'll post in our group or in the classroom. We'll post our email address and phone numbers. You please reach out to us, right? Any help you want, please reach out to us. We are here to help you. Okay. And respect your parents and elders. It's extremely important. That's our Indian culture. So please don't. Your parents have done a thankless job coming from a economically challenged family. They are supporting you, right? My pranams to them, my namaskaras to them, right? I really appreciate your parents. Many of you have single parents. It's very difficult to pick up the kids, right? Because I have a lot of girl students. I'm so proud of them, right? So India is in their hands. We educate one girl, the entire family is educated. That's what our tradition says, right? So respect your elders, parents, or even if your parents are not having good character, let's say they don't have a good character, right? Pardon me for saying that. Even if it is so, you have to respect them. Okay. So I'm not saying that, but even if they are not having good characters, you have to respect your parents. That's our culture, right? And focus on the skills, right? And not on the job, money, power, or fame. You have the skills, and you do your duty, all the things mentioned here in this line will happen automatically. If you say you don't want them, they'll come behind you. So remember that. But if you go behind them, you may get that, but that is only temporary. It's not permanent. Your skills are permanent, right? Your knowledge is, there's a difference between knowledge and skills. Talk later. Your skills are permanent, right? So if you have skills, automatically you get a job, get money, you get power, fame. It will take 5 years for it to become successful. Minimum 3 to 5 years. Depends on how fast you can learn, grasp, right? Typically take 3 years to 5 years for you to become successful in the industry. Industry has to understand you. You have to understand industry. And that's why we are doing all these things to help you before you graduate, right? Internally, it will help you. If you follow whatever we say, you'll become successful very soon, right? So don't worry about the money, power, or fame. They will come automatically. Focus on learning. First 3 to 5 years in your career is just learning. You have to learn. Money will come automatically to you. You will get popular. You will get the titles. You will grow very fast compared to other people, right? That's about industry. So you have to be different. That's what I showed you a Steve Jobs quote at the beginning, right? You have to be making a dent in the universe, right? You have to be very creative, right? We want you to design chips when you graduate. How many of you want to design chips when you graduate? Raise your hands. 3 people raised. 8. Wow, fantastic. 9. Awesome. Okay. I think we have right 10 people. Okay. Yeah, I don't see the names, but it's okay. Very good. Very good. I'm so proud. So we want to enable the people design chips. We don't know how far it's in this batch, but we'll try and do something, right? We'll see how we can offer, we can do, but depends upon how far. We'll talk about that. So we'll just leave it here. We'll touch base on this in the coming slides, right? And don't worry if you don't know English. We can talk in, I know Telugu, I can talk in broken Telugu, I can talk in Hindi, I can try to understand Kannada because I lived in Bangalore for a few years, right? I can talk Tamil. And I can get you people who can understand Gujarati and Marathi or Bengali. Don't worry about it, right? So we have people here who can speak any language, or we can use the dumb charades method also. So don't worry, okay? If you want to learn English, you can learn English. We'll teach you English. That's the last of the problem. But your technical knowledge is very important, and we'll be happy to teach you in your mother tongue if you want. Okay? We have an expert in our society. He teaches the local languages. AICT has published books in local languages and have written reviewed one of the book on microprocessor, microcontrollers. I post a LinkedIn. I'll send you a copy of the book in email if you want. You can download that book from internet. That is available in all local languages. AICT has published books in all local languages. So don't worry if you don't know English. So the book which I reviewed is fantastic book. You can study that. Be masters in microprocessor, microcontrollers, and how to design a system, how to write a firmware. It has everything, all the details what you want, right? There's some 6 or 7 modules with a lot of examples and sample questions and everything, right? Please do read that book. And if you don't get that book, please WhatsApp me or email me. I'll be happy to send that book. So it's free. You can download it and keep it in your computer or mobile. If you have space, assuming you have enough space in your mobile, right? You download in your mother tongue. It's available in a local language. Right? Don't worry. And last but not the least, you want to be a brand ambassador for Bharat Semiconductors when you graduate or when you decide to quit our course. You can quit the course anytime. Just tell us if you don't like. 2 days before, we'll be happy to assist you in whatever you like, right? It's not compulsory, right? We don't force you to do anything. You tell what you want, we'll help you on that, right? And also help us to spread the knowledge. So we are giving it for free. What you expect is when you graduate, you come and teach the other people of the similar background. To spread the thing, right? Spread the knowledge, right? If you say relay race in Olympics, they do something called relay race. 4 people will be running, they'll have to pass the baton. The other person will pick up that and continue the race. We are running a race, we are running a marathon for the India, the benefit of India, right? So you have to help each other, right? So try and help, we'll help you, but in turn you try and help us when you graduate, right? Like how Rakshit is helping us, he's yet to graduate, but he is here and he's to happy to help us with whatever he knows, right? Right? So you be a brand ambassador for Bharat Semiconductor, right? That's what we want. So you don't have to talk, but your skills should talk. About industry, oh, you're from Bharat Semiconductor, we'll hire you. I'll give you 10,000 rupees more. People should say that, right? That respect you should command. How do you command? By your hard work, by your skills. Only that should command. You should not be speaking. I did all your work should speak for you. That's extremely important. Okay. Are you all with me? Okay, can you raise your hands to support me? Very good. So happy. I'm proud of you all, guys. Okay, so quickly, right? So the course, what we expect is, we are running out of time, so quickly we'll complete. Timeliness is important. What are assignments we give you have to finish on time, and don't copy assignments, labs, quizzes, projects. Don't copy, right? Always ask us, any of us, Rakshit or Sampath or Amudan or myself. There'll be a few more faculties will come on time to time. I'll ask some of our board members also come and address you. We'll have people come and give a 5 minutes pep talk. We'll get a lot of industry experts because you don't want to see here from the same face every time, right? We'll get other people to come and talk, right? We'll get you that 5 minutes talk. It's a pep talk, right? We all read the pep talk, so we'll do that, right? But timeliness is very important. Don't skip classes. But if you're not well or you're attending a function, please, we'll tell you whom you have to contact. Please notify that person, right? And write your own note. Take notes. When you learn something, write down. Very important. Write down and revise that, right? Whatever you understand, write down, and you can exchange notes with each other and verify, right? So you know who are all there. You know all everyone's phone numbers and email address, right? So you can post to the classroom and exchange notes. Maybe put it in the classroom or ask somebody to review. Make sure that you understand properly, right? Say person X, you write a notes, and person Y also write a note. I'll make a provision. I'll make a process. You put it in the classroom, whatever you note, and other they'll have buddies. Somebody else reviews that note and give you feedback, right? You help among each other, right? You pair people, or you choose your partner if you want, right? Somebody comfortable talking Telugu, you pick up that person, right? You network with that person, but you choose your partner, and you help to review your own notes, and that way you know you understood or what you have not understood. Then you can ask questions to us, right? And we will not follow up what we call micromanagement, right? We will not have you completed, we will not ask. You have to ask us questions. You are responsible for your career. We can only mentor you and guide you. We are not responsible. We are also responsible, but you are primarily responsible for your career. You have to ask questions, right? Ask as many questions as possible. No question is a stupid question, right? Put your best effort. Don't worry about the results. Put your effort, right? Understand the concepts. Be creative. As I said about Steve Jobs, be very creative. Extremely important to think differently. That's why I showed about lateral thinking questions. I showed big questions at the beginning, right? It's a fun time, right? For fun we are doing, but you have to be it helps you to be creative, right? And these are the basic subjects. What you need to be knowing very well. I'll give you a lot of resources. If you don't know, please ask us. We'll teach you. Okay? Logic design, microprocessor, or analog design, whatever it is. We will teach you some basics, but if you don't understand, please ask us, right? So a lot of skills we'll give you. You have to learn them. Self-belief is very, very important. If you don't believe in yourself, nobody can help you, right? Self-belief and confidence are extremely important. You have to believe in yourself. I can do it. A person from MIT can do it. I have the same brain. You have all the help available here, right? Entire people are behind you. So believe in yourself, right? Have a positive attitude. Okay, have a positive attitude, right? Yeah, even if I went through difficult situation, I'll talk about you in some of the classes. I talk about that to my students, not personal life, about the professional life, right? How we face difficulties. How I think Amudan can tell stories. I can tell stories about our careers, right? How we turn the tough situation into a positive situation, right? You should have never say I have made a lot of mistakes. I accept. I have taped out chips which are failed. They're failed to power up. They don't work. But I fixed it. I took responsibility. I fixed it myself. I made it work. I accept my mistakes, right? So it's okay to make fail, but error is human, as there's in English, right? It's okay to fail, but don't do the same mistake second time, okay? And practice the labs. We'll give a lot of labs and assignments. You have to practice them, right? And whatever material you provide, there for reference only. Don't download. The IP rights are there. We own some of the rights. Some of the IP rights are owned by respective people who created them, right? We have to give credits to them. So please do not post any contents in the social media, LinkedIn or Facebook or Snapchat or whatever it is without letting us know, right? Please ask us, take our permission, then do so. Okay. We also will give you the material, we'll give you the videos to view everything. We'll give you all the slides and everything, but you cannot download. You can only view it. Right. So it's extremely, I mean, in industry, if you go and copy anything, or let's say you work for a big company, right? Let's say some name HCL or Intel or a Broadcom or any company, right? So if you do that, and you'll be filed a lawsuit, they'll file a case against you. They'll take you to court, right? I worked in Qualcomm 3 years before. Now I cannot talk about what I did Qualcomm outside. So I'll send agreements with them, right? So they will take me to court. If I do a mistake, police will come and arrest me, right? So extremely important. Don't take it light. Don't copy. Even your college exams, don't copy. It's okay to fail. Stop copying it. I told you ethics are very, very important. Don't lie, right? Very extremely important, right? If you don't know anything, accept you don't know. It's okay. I've trained my students who have been training with them. I tend to accept. They come and tell me I don't like this. Then I help them. Whatever they like, I help them, right? If you don't like this topic or you don't understand what I teach, I may speak too fast. Please let me know. Give us feedback so we can help you. Okay. Okay. So I'll skip slides. So you have to focus on the concept and fundamentals, and we'll teach you all these tools, methodologies, everything we'll teach, technologies we'll teach, analytical skills, problem solving skills. You have to. We'll try and help you. I have few friends who can help you in this kind of skills. I'll get you some HR experts. Will address you basically on analytical, how to build analytical skills and problem solving skills. We'll provide, but these are, we cannot teach it, but we'll try and make an attempt to teach these skills, right? Beyond that, your self-learning is very important. We can, there's so many things. What we know is only fistful what you know, but the entire universe, it's the ocean, right? Chip design is the ocean. After 30 years, I say, I don't know how to design a chip. It's the truth. You have to learn a lot of things yourself. You should have that motivation to learn. So self-learning, right? Your syllabus will teach you only certain things. It will say you will go and learn on your own, right? So you have to practice. The industry is all about self-learning, right? We'll train you for that. Okay, what you will learn? The last part of the thing, right? So we'll tell you how to use the Linux. Linux is the operating system where all the tools they run on Linux. They don't run on Windows. So we'll teach you how to use Linux basic commands. Then you will pick up on your own, right? We'll teach you. There are online tools for that. We'll also have a servers. We'll bring up. We are going to invest money on that. We'll also give access to our servers, so you can also practice using that. Okay. So give us some time. We are just figuring it out. It just happened overnight. We just got started. So still we are yet to figure it out. So we'll help you. We'll give you tools and means to practice. Okay. So Python, you have to learn on your own, right? There's a lot of materials in YouTube, Google. I'll post some materials after checking with my colleagues. So we'll find out what is a good way to learn Python. We'll put that in our classroom. So we'll always use Classroom. WhatsApp group is just for any emergency purpose, but always use the Google Classroom for communicating any messages or asking any doubts. Just post it there. If you have any question, just put a note in the whatever place the classroom will send emails automatically, right? And everyone can see. So, right, unless you are feeling shy, then call us in person. Check in WhatsApp personally, right? One of the students told they don't have WhatsApp, it's okay. Don't have WhatsApp, it's okay. If you have email, that is fine. WhatsApp is just an emergency situation. That's all. We'll not do any technical discussion in the WhatsApp. Okay. And we'll tell how a chip is designed. We'll spend few weeks, right, on telling. Maybe 2 weeks or 3 weeks. We'll explain the basics of how a chip is designed from the scratch to end. What are the various stages? What are the various things are there? We'll teach you all those things. It'll be very interesting. We'll do like a storytelling, right? Will not be boring. No formulas, no derivations like in colleges. Okay, don't worry. Right? So basics of CMOS. We'll teach you how the CMOS transistor is, what are the concepts about. We know already, but you please hear from us, it will be very different. Right? And there are 4 or 5 tracks what we have put in. So you have to pick one of the topics. At the end of the basics of CMOS, we do it, right? It takes 1 month or whatever. You tell me what area you like. At the end of this making of SOC, you'll know. Today you may not know. Wait for 1 month, right? Let's say whenever we start, wait for 1 month. You decide at the end of the 1 month, you pick any one topic and tell what you want to learn. And will you train on that particular topic? Right? Design and verification with system log and UVM. RTL to GDS2, that is very from synthesis until tape out. What we call backend, right? That portion. Board design and validation, silicon validation. That is when we manufacture a chip, how do you test the chip? Right? And then embedded software, right? Any one of these 5, all are interlinked, as we talk about in making our stores, all are linked to each other. Ideally, you have to know everything, but it's not possible because many of you will graduate in 1 year. So if you have 3 years, yeah, you'll definitely learn many things of this, right? But you are spending only 1 year, or you can learn only one thing, but if you want to do a project also when you graduate, right? You're spending 2 years with us, definitely you can get multiple skills, you can design a chip also. You're spending 3 years, very good. You can do many things, right? Sky is the limit. Okay. So think about it and yeah, send post messages in the Google Classroom. Let's not use WhatsApp more frequently, as I told you. Let's use Google Classroom and put messages, and we'll help you. We'll answer your questions. Okay. So 3 hours per week we'll start. You can go to 5 hours per week, but we'll start 3 hours per week. and you have to practice whatever you learn without fail, right? We spend 3 hours, you have to put 6 hours to 9 hours you have to spend to practice, right? To read, assignments, labs, you have to put it, right? Minimum 85% attendance you should attend, right? If there are 100 classes, it is 85 classes you should attend, right? If you're not able to come, tell in before, then we'll give you leave. We'll mark you, we'll give you attendance, but you have to tell in advance. If you're not well, we'll tell you who's the point of contact. Everyone tell you have to send an email to that person and tell what is the reason. You can tell upfront, you can tell otherwise, any emergencies are there, you can tell after also, we'll accept it. We'll say some emergencies are there, like some unfortunate things happen in the family. So it is okay. You can tell the next day or whenever possible, you can notify us. We'll take care. We'll support you. But you have to notify us. Otherwise, we'll not know, right? And you have to attend all the tests, what we do, labs, semester exams, monthly tests, continuous evaluation will do. You have to secure at least 75% marks. So if you don't do that, I don't tell you what will happen. You will imagine yourself. So that's why we are doing the courses free. We are not charging even 1 paisa from any of you, right? You have to do, these are mandatory requirements for us to teach free. If you don't do this, law will take its own course. As they said, parliamentary, I'll tell them, right? I'll not tell what to happen. I don't want to threaten. I want you all to be successful, but if you don't do that, you have to face the consequences, whatever it is. Okay. So let's not talk about it. We want you to be successful, right? So when do you want to have the classes? We have to discuss. So any questions you have, and before that, let me see. We all of you fill the Google form. Second, how do you minimize this? I don't know. Raksha, how do you minimize this? You know, Raksha, please.
Pardon, please, sir. I mean, Hariji.
Yeah, this there is a Zoom title which provided. I asked my son here sitting next to me. How do you put this down? What is the menu here at the top? How do you put this down? I want to see in the top heading.
I didn't get you. What is your queries?
No, there is something sitting on top of my screen. I want that to disappear.
This is Lenovo or?
My son is trying to help me. Yeah. I don't know. Not working from over. Okay, very good. Okay, sounds good. So let me see how many have you all filled in the Google form I gave you. I see. Okay, I think all of you have filled in. So 1, 2 people, 3 people need computers. More than you may write down. 3 people they need computers, and 2 people they need a 4G dongle. Okay, we'll help you guys. Give us some time. That's why we already fill the Google forms. We'll work with our team. I think for one person we already shipped the Google dongle by 18th. They should get. I forgot the name. So I think you would have got the email. So we'll tell you who that person is for. And we'll arrange the computers for 3 people. We'll arrange that. Give us some time. We will arrange the computers. We'll give you the 4G dongles also. We'll arrange for you, right? So please be in touch, and we'll help you. Okay. So we have to complete now. We have other things going on. Any questions for us? Just 2 minutes. Do you have any questions? Any questions? Anybody?
Sir, is there Linux operating system is required or Windows operating system is required, sir, to run the softwares?
Yeah, everything is on Linux. Windows is for your PowerPoint and MS Word and Excel. That's all. Everything.
I don't have Linux, sir.
You don't have to have. You don't have. We'll provide you the servers. We'll provide access to Linux. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. So before learning, we'll show you something, but we'll for run the tools. We'll provide you the server. That's our job. We'll provide you the access.
Is there any certification for the completion of course? Sir?
Yes. First, initially, what we'll do is we'll send an email ID to you. We'll send you a certificate we are accepting you as your training. We're going to train you for 1 year, 2 year, 3 year, whatever it is on graduation. We'll send a certificate to you in next few days to your email ID. Okay. You can show that your college, your parents, you can post in social media, whatever you want.
Can I consider this as internship, sir?
I'll answer the question. Please hold on. We'll come back to that. We'll discuss that later. Right? I'll answer that question. We'll go around. We'll come back to that. Okay. Yeah. So hold on that question. We'll go with the others. Hold on the internship question for now. Any other questions? The timing of the class. So all of you have to tell. Typically, it will be on Sundays. Yeah, then we'll one more day, right? I know you are all like working. I know some of you are traveling for a lot of time. You tell us what time you work, basically, right? So you tell us. Maybe I'll circulate another Google form. You fill in that. What Sundays, be flexible for any time. You can do in the morning or afternoon hours. Let's spend 2 hours on Sundays and 1 hour on a Saturday. Let's plan like that, right? So Saturday evening 1 hour, maybe 8 p.m. or 7 p.m. I'll circulate Google. I'll give you some choices. You pick up 8 p.m. or 8 p.m. or 7 p.m. should be okay. And on Sundays also. Sunday you tell morning or afternoon. We'll be flexible. We'll spend 2 hours on Sundays, 1 hour on Saturdays. So that's what we plan to do. Okay. Any other questions? Internship, I'll park it. Let me hear any other questions. Okay, no problem. You can ask us anytime. The time to end the meeting. So internships, what we'll do is will not call it as internships. We'll give you a problem to solve. All of you have to do. We are all BTech guys or BSc Electronics, whatever it is, BE or whatever it is. 6 months you have to do a project. So we'll help you with that. We'll give you a problem. We'll give a project. We'll guide you, and you'll have to do. We'll give you resources, the tools, and everything available, and you have to do the project. But it's not called as internship. Okay. We'll not give you any money for doing that internship. Internship means it will involve some money. Will not do that because we are doing as a charity. Okay. So we'll give you some problem statement. We'll give you the tools and infrastructure to work on. You have to work on yourself. If you have any questions, we'll have mentors assigned to you. They will help you to solve the problem. Okay. Once in a week, you'll have 1 hour meeting with that person, but you have to work.
When is this internship that you are expecting, Asik?
You tell us. But it's not internship. It's called a project. Let's not use the name internship. Okay. Let's use the word project.
Hari Amudan.
Yeah.
No, when is the student expecting the internship? Is it immediately or is it after 6 months?
Yeah, let's answer. I think Guru Mohan, you asked that question, right?
Yes.
Yeah, good. So what is it you're expecting? Like you are now in your third year or fourth year research?
Third year, sir.
This is third year, it seems.
So for third year, you are looking for an internship to happen when? Now or later in the fourth year?
So in our college curriculum, we have 2 internships, sir. 4-1 has 1 internship, 4-2 has 1 internship, sir. Can I consider this as 1 internship? I can submit that certificate in my college.
What is the requirement for internship? Can you give us more details?
That is what we need to know. We are not able to understand that. That is where we are trying to understand.
Yeah, we'll talk offline, Amudan. I'll take action item. I'll talk to Guru Mohan offline. Maybe because I'll talk to his faculties also. I'll get more information, come back to you.
Okay, sir.
I'll call you tomorrow. Don't expect today. Today is a very hectic day. Tomorrow evening, you just ping me in the WhatsApp. We'll call you tomorrow. Okay? Not today.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Or email us. If you have any requirement, just send an email to myself. Right? Whatever your syllabus says, your course curriculum will say what is the requirement for internship, how long, what has to be done. You send that as an email to us. We'll talk tomorrow. Okay.
Okay, sir.
If no other questions, will end. So we'll meet on next Sunday, not Saturday. We'll allow some time to plan the things. We'll have an interaction session next Sunday. We'll not go into a session, but we'll have some more interaction. We want to understand you more. So give us some time. We have to prepare the course cut and everything. So we'll have one more interaction next Sunday at 2 p.m. Next Sunday, I'm not here. Sorry. So let me ask one of my colleagues if we can interact with you. I'm traveling on next Sunday. I'm not in my home. So let me ask Amudan or somebody can engage you. We'll do that next week. Okay. Somebody will, or Rakshit or somebody will train you next week. We'll work it out and we'll keep you updated with the classroom. Okay. Yeah, thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Bye bye. Wish you the best. How do you stop? How do you stop?
Hariji, should I end the meet or?
End the meet. I have to record it. No, the recording is going on. I have to stop it.
Yeah, you can find the stop button below in the below pane.
Srini call பண்ணிட்டு இருக்காங்க. Not late at a meeting. Because 3 o'clock, but we got delayed. I think we had a good meeting, right? We had a fantastic meeting. I'll publish the videos on YouTube better. Hopefully it got saved. Publish அந்த இது பத்தி வந்து பத்தி இந்த டீடைல்ஸ் போடல. You want to location as a clearing மாதிரி போட்டுட்டு உங்களுக்கு வந்து சேஃப்டி கலர் லொகேஷன் பேஸ்ட்